Okay then everybody, so welcome back to the New Game Plus playthrough, slash walkthrough. We're going to be getting all of the +1 rings and stuff. So onward we go. Now it's worth saying that I have gone up 2 levels, just through kind of doing PvP and stuff for the build video that I did. I don't know if you guys will have seen it. If not, go and watch it. It's pretty useful for anybody that wants to kind of go into PvP and kind of how our stat spread is looking. Now, first thing we are going for is the Ring of Favour +1, which is this way. Very useful ring. I mean, I've not seen the exact kind of stat differences that it produces yet, but we'll be finding out fairly soon. So I imagine it will give us quite a large increase in stamina, which is probably going to be your biggest reason for wanting to go and grab this. Now it should be, let's drop down the shortcut, this way. Where are we? Oh, crystal lizard. There you go. Oh, it should be close. It should be close to the mimic, basically. So it's probably going to be on the other side. Here we go. Oh, Ring of Favour +1. Now we are going to deal with the mimic because might as well. Why not? Being as we're here. Well, there's very little reason for me to be killing stuff now because I mean, I may go to 130, but I don't feel like I need to. Like, it'd be nice to have the extra points in achievement, to have an extra achievement slot and some extra focus points for PvP. But other than that, I really don't feel like I need anything. So I may or may not do it. We'll see. Let's get you down. Boom. We didn't need it, but you know, why not? So next thing to do, we're obviously going to go and deal with the dogs down below, so that we can regain access to oh, what's it called? Aldrich Faithful. Covered him. Ouch. The fatty one's down. Right, cool. Let's do these guys now. These horrible fireballs keep firing. It's fine, I've got stamina for days. Are you aggro? Can't tell. Looks like they have. Let's deal with this last little one so I don't get no fireballs fired at me while I'm doing them. Whoa. Nope. Target him, there we go. Shoot you down. There's the second one. Alright. Poke of death! Cool, so with these guys finished, let's see what we can do to these dogs down here. Now I'm hoping with the strength of our crystal soul sphere, we should be pretty okay. But I guess we'll see. These gave me quite a bit of trouble in the last time that I kind of dealt with them. And so, lightest bow. Arrows equipped. It's one down. That's a good sign. Yeah. Cool, so that's access to Aldrich's Faithful regained. Let's collect all of our goodies. Cool, that's all sorted. Now I've got those from actually doing PvP, but I am going to do a separate set of videos detailing each of the covenants. So we're going to go through the rewards you get from each covenant, what they do, how you participate in online with them, and where you can farm their covenant items from in-game without having to do any multiplayer interactions at all. So we'll be getting that sorted. Once we kind of get towards the end of this playthrough and I've got access to all of the different covenant areas. So next we're going to be heading on towards Anor Londo. So feel free to kind of, I don't know, skip ahead if you need to. It's up to you. Away we go up the ladder. I suppose you don't really need to face any Black Knights or anything either. Just talking to myself now, guys, sorry. So as far as I'm aware, that's all of the New Game Plus rings collected in this area. So next up, we're doing Anor Londo. It's going to be a pretty quick rush through because we don't really get anything new there, apart from obviously Aldrich's boss soul. Shard whilst there, why not? Let's go. Whoa, man. East and his ashes below us, I don't really need them. Ouch. Cool, so thing to note is once you get to here you're kind of safe, because they won't come through this door. An arrow sticking out of my head, lovely. I shouldn't have anybody there because we killed her. Him, her, whatever. Because we kept Henri alive. Brass set, why not? And then on up we can go to Anor Londo. Free amber, not bad. Let's have a look at the difference between so the Ring of Favour +1. So the difference isn't that massive. You get an extra 2 stamina, a little bit of equip load, and 20 HP. I mean, I suppose the overall difference from that to that is pretty substantial. In terms of its improvement over kind of the standard ring, I don't think it makes that much difference. Maybe the +2 ring will be better. We'll see. In the next run through. Yay! So onwards we go. Push the lever. There we go. And we are back to Anor Londo. I love this place, man. Love it, love it, love it. Right, so I'm going to quickly spend my souls. I'm just kind of basically completing armor sets and stuff that are kind of available from defeating bosses over at Firelink Shrine. So just going to spend some souls, and I will considerably less souls. Now this boss fight is probably going to be the hardest one for us of the entire playthrough because he's going to have the most magic resistance. We are going to have ourselves a tester just to see whether or not we can. Oh, what? Oh, we need to open the door first. Okay. Alright, let's deal with these guys. They want it so bad. Not damage though. So let's take this throwing knives off as well. I'm not using those. Cheers, through we go. So let's pick this up. Grab the coal. Now, because of the speed I've kind of been going through this playthrough, I've noticed that I've not actually picked up any NPCs for my own Firelink Shrine, which is pretty funny. Got no grey rat, and I've got no Cornix. Right, so oh yeah, we're gonna go around, aren't we? Can we hit you from here? It'd be great if we get you with a crystal soul spear from here. Yeah. That did some damage. We should need a couple more. Come here. Go, sit you down, get the door open. Alright. Okay, so what should happen now is when I rest the bonfire, I may try quitting out instead. There should be a summon sign right here where Anri calls for help. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to cut right back to here. Okay, for some reason the Prism Stone is here, but the summon sign isn't appearing. So we're just going to go and deal with the boss and see if that causes the summon sign to appear. I'm hoping that we can actually get through this boss fairly easily with our spells, but he does have quite high magic resistance, so this is a bit of a long shot. If not, then what I may have to do is go and get a Pyromancy Flame, and we'll have to Chaos Orb our way through. Okay, so let's talk about Aldrich for a second. He has a weakness to fire. Now, because I didn't want to give in and go and get a Pyromancy Flame to be able to use Cast Fire Roll, which would be very effective against him, what I decided to do was basically just change my gear very slightly, and then I can change it back in a second. Now, what I've done is I've taken off the Crown of Dusk and any other items relating to magic offense, because basically there was very little point in trying to cast spells at him because it just wasn't doing enough damage. So with that, decided to take everything off that was kind of giving me a damage increase with magic. We then changed S-Stock to a Chaos S-Stock because he has a weakness to fire, which we're taking advantage of here. Put the Crest Shield in my left hand because I found that stamina was an issue, and this was helping with stamina regeneration. And then down here we have got the Pontus Right Eye, which basically means that so long as we are continually attacking, our damage increases, which is great with the S-Stock. Leo Ring, so whilst he's during a attack movement, we do even more damage. Some magic resistance, and then the Ring of Favour for even more stamina, because that was where my main issue was. So anybody wanting to do it kind of with this build can do it that way. The easier way, however, is to go ahead and get yourself the Pyromancy Flame from Cornyx and use Chaos Fire Orb. But with that, that is Aldrich done in New Game Plus, and I will catch you in the next video, guys. We'll be heading down into the Irithyll dungeon. See you then.